Now I'm in the middle. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I was just popping my auntie up there because we're going to show her some love. As always, y'all know I've been gone for a few days. Those of you who are in Discord or may have checked the community tab, you may be aware of why I was gone. But this beautiful lady is the reason why I have kind of taken a couple of days off, being here. My beautiful Aunt May is gone on to be with the Lord, but I am back. Um, and in the spirit of Mayola, we're going to keep it real around here, okay? Because that's something she did, and that's something I'm going to do, okay? Now, while she did tell me to stop eating, because I, have the tendency to blow up your weight, we'll work on that part later, okay? I'm kind of working on it now. But the keeping it real, we're going to do that. Yes, we are. We're going to do that up in here, okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that, again, just for just out of love, just because she's gorgeous, just because she was everything 104, 105 years, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And this beautiful lady has gone on to be with her father and with everybody else that she has had to watch leave. So, y'all know how that is. When they get to a certain age, it's like it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. So, of course, we're not going to be ungrateful. We're grateful to have had her, and we're grateful to have shared time with her and to have been spanked by her and been pinched by her and fed by her and all these other wonderful things. And grateful to have been taught by her that we're going to tell the truth no matter what. And we're going to keep doing that on this platform, okay? So shout out to Mayola, where she is in glory. Ooh, my hair is not cooperating. But, it is what it is. I didn't get her hair. I got this mess. So I just got to work with what I got, okay? So anyway, shout out to Mayola. Shout out to all of you. And I'm glad y'all here. And I am back. I needed a couple days, but I'm back. So let me greet who's in the chat. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please use your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side, the circle with the heart emoji. Make sure, please, that you send up my bubbles, like this video, share this video, put your like number in the chat. Let's make sure everybody knows we're here before we get into the mess on the agenda today. Miss Thelma is like number 1. Hey, girl. Thank you, ma'am. So glad to see you, Brianna King. Hello, gorgeous. She's like number 2. Auntie Eva is number 3. All right. We glad to have you, sis. Bianca the Beautiful is in the chat. Keeping the chat safe for all of you and for me, okay? So y'all show her some love in the chat. She's saying get your snacks and take your seats. We about to have a good time. And I want to institute something different. Can I do something different? Am I allowed to do something different? I'm going to do it anyway because I'm asking out of courtesy, but I ain't really got to ask. Okay, so new game. Because, see, we've had the like lottery and we've done our thing with the like lottery, and that don't mean we not still gonna play the lottery. So please make sure you keep your like number in the chat. But new game, new cycle. And we got to shake it up every now and then because we got some hating, pitiful, thirsty, useless whores on this platform that will sit up and watch real girls and wait to see what we do and just start copying it. So for those of you losers who are hanging out watching us royals over here, because this is the porch where we talk about the real stuff and where we keep it real. We don't do no lying and no signifying. This is the place that attracts all of the most beautiful women in YouTube, in social media spaces. All of the pretty girls come right here to the front porch to hang out with us, okay? So I know that those of you who are not like us, you hang out in the bushes, in the dirt mounds, in the compost heaps, and you watch us for content. You watch to see what you can go repeat back. You watch to see if you can imitate the like lottery. You watch and see if you can imitate, the reflection corner for our extra crazy girls. Shout out to y'all and DS who keeps it cozy in there because she's in there so much. Well, we got something new for you, critters to steal. New game, ladies. Pay close attention. If you have a wrench by your name, I need you. You don't have to change your YouTube name, but I need you to make sure your Cash App is always in your comments. When you're leaving comments for the channel, telling them to like this video, share the video, all that stuff, please, please, please make sure. Oh, Quiet Storm 87. Thank you for sending me a Cash App, sis. I appreciate you. Let me send a heart. Oh, that's so nice. It's my first support of the whole day, and I love you. All right. So, you know, when y'all are putting things in the chat, reminding people to hit a like button or to use the engagement button, or you just doing your job, because we appreciate you. Put your Cash App in your comments. I need y'all to do that. Put your Cash Apps in your comments, because when our moderators are in the chat and they watching the chat and they still be giving us one-liners and they still got us cracking up, don't just show love to me, show love to my moderators. So moderators, I'm gonna need y'all to, you know, stay on code and make sure that your Cash App is in your comments when you're in the chat. Okay. New game. So if you see a wrench and you see their Cash App and then they're cutting up and you enjoy how they doing their job, please bless my moderators. I appreciate the blessings that y'all give to me. It is a blessing. It's a token. It ain't even got to be nothing big. It means a lot to me that you thought enough for me to do that. But don't just bless me, bless the moderators. These ladies are not just beautiful. They are talented. They are witty. They are hilarious. And they are keeping the chat safe for both of us. So if you see the wrench and you see the Cash App, it don't matter if it's just tools and fuse. Show some love. Happy to be happy. Hey, girl, thank you for being number 5. I'm just saying, new game, new shakeup. Let's see if those urchins and cockroaches that follow us and steal everything, let's see if they steal that. Bet they won't steal that, because they don't want to bless their mods. They're greedy. That's why they come over here stealing. My Christian kids here. Hey, boo. Thank you for being like number 6. What's up, Carrie Clark? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, all right. Nina GZ is here. Thank you for being number 8. Hey, girl. Good to see you. Miss Nisi is number 9. All right, all right. So glad to see you. All right. Who else we got off in here? We want to make sure we welcome everybody. Y'all know, make sure if you see a new face, say hi, say welcome. Hey, E. Davis. Thank you for being number 11. Girl, I feel fine. My peanut is number 12. All right, all right. Vita Worship is in the house. Yes, girl. I drank water. I did get some sunlight. I ate some crackers. These crackers are worse than, you know, addictive substances. They're called Sanbei, and they are so good. Okay, but I'm gonna eat some food when I get out of here. Hey, Aries Diva, how you doing? Happy Wednesday, Trina Taylor. Good to see you. Make sure you hit that like button and put your like number in the chat. Miss Lovely T is 18. Hello, hello. So is Miss Kaiser. So say, so good to see you. Ashley is here. Thank you for being number 15. Say we all have been hit by the June bug and it won't go away. Right, we're still down to the June bug. Yes, we are. And we got to talk about Mr. Charles Oakley today. Magaline Labar, thank you for being number 23, sis. I appreciate you. Trina, thank you for being 22. Good on you. I appreciate it. Y'all, please hit the like button. D Crazy DS is in the chat. All right. She is here to run that reflection corner. Another one of our lovely moderators. Miss Dogan to you. Hey, sis. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being number 26. And I'm not playing with y'all moderators either. Make sure your Cash App is in your comments so people can bless you. They can't just pull it out of thin air. So we're going to need y'all to cooperate so the people can show love to you. Hey, Carrie Clark. How you doing? D. Seratinas is here. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 31. I appreciate that. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Listen, man, we have had, like, the last couple days has been a lot. Yes, we are very grateful for Aunt May. Very grateful. Thankful Life. Hey, girl, thank you for being number 33. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Blessed woman of God. How you doing, girl? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Send prayers, send love, send hugs. Quiet Storm 87, another one of our gorgeous moderators and the mother to our newest princess. Thank you for being number 36. Okay. What you say? Say, I feel you. Mine was Minnie May at 103. When she went on to glory, I miss her every day. But shout out to Mayola. That's right. Listen, the world ain't gonna be the same without those ladies, honey, whether you know it or not. Hey, DV, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Kelly Dream is number 45. I appreciate it. I do. All right. Yeah, that's what I said. Because when you hang around watching people to still use useless. Kelly Dream is kicking it with us. Janice, hey girl. Yep, they framing people. That's what they doing. Down to the June bug. They down to the June bug framing people. Framing folks. Judy Okoye, thank you for being number 26. Sharon Middleton is 47. Listen, we got our folks rolling on in. Hey, I love y'all. I love y'all. And I'm not playing with y'all either. Y'all better put them cash apps in y'all's comments. Because y'all know how obstinate I can be. I can turn to a whole mule up in here. Okay, so put them cash apps in the comments, moderators. Hey, Inez, thank you for being number 57. Candy Butler is 55. If y'all don't do it, I'm just gonna out you and put your cash apps in the and pin them at the top if y'all don't behave. Hey, Candy Butler, thank you for being 55. Listen, y'all, so we're gonna get into what's going down. You say not Drake catching a stray. Yes, because he be stealing too. That's okay. I know what to do. Let me go, y'all, before we get into the gossip, because we got us some hard-headed mods. Hey, Chlo Glow, thank you for being number 58. I appreciate you. Thank you. Listen, we got us some hard-headed mods. So let me go on and get their cash app so we can pin them to the top of the chat because they won't behave with us. They don't like to do what we ask them to do. No, they don't. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and get their cash apps anyway. It's okay. I'm going to go on and I'm going to collect them up so that we will have them and we can just put them in the, we can just put them in the chat. We can pin it to the top. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. Okay. 1 second, guys. We're going to get right into this gossip. We're going to get right into it because I know y'all are ready like I'm ready. I still want to know how in the world we end up down at the Junebug and Charles Oakley is out here doing the stuff that he's doing. Okay. Hold on. Now, y'all could make this easier for me by just, Oh, okay, Bianca. See, Bianca, no, I was about to go and put y'all's cash apps on blast now. Listen, when I want to show love, we're going to show love up in here. This is what we're going to do. Thank you. So now, let's get into it. So look, what y'all want to talk about first? The big old flop over there to the Essence Festival. Y'all want to talk about the fact that Charlemagne was actually right about something because that don't happen often. Or y'all want to get right on into the Junebug of it all with Charles Oakley and his comments that he made over on these people's podcasts. What y'all want to talk about first? Y'all could say Charles, Essence, or CTG for Charlemagne. What we doing? CTG, Essence, or Charles? Let me know in the chat. It's up to y'all. Oh, Auntie Eva say she want to get right into Charles. Ashley say Charles, CHAWS, Charles. Oh, y'all want to get into Charles? Hey, Well, okay, listen, I see the names coming in. I see the writing on the wall. Let me put my scarf on because I got the air on so I don't get hot flashes, but the hot flash ain't kicked in, so I got to wrap up first. Okay, let me wrap up and we going straight to Charles. Okay, we going to Charles. I got Candy Butler, the only one I want to talk about the Essence Festival. We're going to go to that next, sis, since you was the only one to vote something different. Essence Fest is next. So we're going to get into Charles. Y'all, I can't even believe that this is what we have come. It's come down to this. Y'all, this is scary. Blessed woman of God say, Charles, your lunch is ready. She better not never be late, but that man dinner, not the way he talking. Baby, the way Charles Oakley talking, if she mess around and leave that cornbread in that oven 5 minutes too long, see, that's why he doing all his own cooking, because he know the minute she mess up eating a pot of rice, he gonna be done something to her. At this point, Charles, I don't trust you. I'ma just be honest with you. At this point, at this juncture, I don't trust Charles. And I'm gonna tell you why. After we listen to what him had to say, we're gonna listen to what he had to say first. And I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I don't trust Charles like that. Tony Booth in here. Hey, Tony. You done slid in. Auntie ain't even see you. Hey, boo. Thank you so much, DS, for, and Christian and Bianca for making sure that y'all keep y'all's cash apps in rotation in the chat so people can bless you if they so choose. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know where your help gonna come from. Somebody might just want to bless you. Now look at Peanut talking about justice for Charles. I told her she was crazy. Don't tell him about it was tacky just yet. Hold on, Miss Nisi. I'm gonna tell you why I don't trust him, and it ain't the reason you think. It ain't the reason you think. Let's share the screen. Let's share the screen first. It's crazy. But y'all gonna see in just a minute why I don't really trust Charles all the way. I don't trust him all the way. Y'all turn your sound up. You miss being here, Tony. Well, we glad to have you back. Ashley say Michael refuses to believe. Well, I mean, but she said it in her own voice. We heard the whole long phone call, Ashley. Tell him to listen to the whole call because we're not going through it again. She had us down to the June bug with this foolishness. Let's go so y'all can hear him.
What were your reasons behind getting married?
That's gonna be the $1 billion question, because it wasn't even planned. We was in Vegas. We just did it.
Wow.
I just, I don't know. I think I told somebody, I think somebody might put something in my drink that night, but I don't know. We went to the mall the next day, got a ring. I got to get a jacket. Just went to the service, got married.
Did y'all see how that sister was stuck? I'm going to let y'all hear him say this one more time, what he said.
What were your reasons behind getting married?
That's gonna be the $1 billion question, because it wasn't even planned. We was in Vegas. We just did it.
Wow.
I just, I don't know. I think I told somebody, I think somebody might put something in my drink that night, but
look how stuck.
I don't know. We went to the mall the next day, got a ring. I got to get a jacket. Just went to the service, got married.
Okay, so we got to talk about this. Yeah. Hey, Belicious. Ashley said he said it was AI, but she the one released it. So why would she release an AI call on herself? She released the call and gave it to Giorgio Says. That wasn't no AI. AI said it. Hey, BJ Dez. This here ain't no AI either. This is what Charles Oakley said. So now, look. This situation, I'm going to turn the sound off. I want y'all to look at his body language when he talking. He thinking back on this, and he not thinking back with fond memories. Look how he look. He looks defeated. He looked like she got me. He ain't smiling. He ain't joking. This man, this is the face of a man that feel like he got. Okay. This is the face, and be licious. Don't forget to put your Cash App in your comments, honey, so that way if somebody want to bless the moderators, they can. Okay. Ashley say this sound like coercion. You mean like how she did them boys sent people over there to beat them up if they didn't change their story? Like that type of coercion. Quiet Storm say if he thought somebody put something in his drink, why not get an annulment? Hey, I don't know. Nina say, and he keeps shaking his head no while he talk. Body language is on pure regret. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This man ain't joking. Vintage 1950 say, how embarrassing. Is she not embarrassed? She should be. Thank you for being like number 70, honey. Auntie Charles probably got dry humor. This ain't dry. Baby, don't you see his face? This Negro ain't telling jokes. We done seen him joking. That ain't what this looked like. When he was clowning Kelly about her non-cooking tail, that was jokes. His body language, facial tics, everything was completely different. Thank you, Amanda K. I appreciate you, love. BJ Dad say, when I saw this, I was like, this man don't want to be with Angela. He should have ended it if it was a drunken moment. Yeah. See, something is funny with this whole thing. He shows no enthusiasm about this marriage at all. Even those of us women that ain't that, easy to get along with, the men still be grinning like catfish and Cheshire cats because they still feel like they the cat they caught the canary. You don't see none of that on this man's face. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Okay. Belicious, thank you for being 71. Right. He over there like Deborah Cox. How did I get here? That's how he doing. Tony say he don't want to believe he for real. I believe it. When people tell you what time it is, you do well to believe. A lot of women done got in trouble not believing men when they tell them what it is. Sometimes you got to believe men when they tell you what it is, honey. Aries Diva say he don't want to be married, but he needs somebody to take care of him. I'm embarrassed for her. I think it was a little bit more than that. I think it was a bit more than that. Thank you so much, Belicious. Listen, y'all see this lovely lady? If y'all want to bless Belicious, that is her Cash App. Thank you and God bless you. Candy Butler, thank you for the super sticker. Y'all, this is my second support of the whole day. Candy Butler and Quiet Storm showed me some love. Yes. Yes, they on the how did we get here? I don't know whether he might have forgotten to get a prenup. I don't know what he forgot to do, but he sure forgot something. Hey, Belize and JB, thank you for being number 72. Okay. Now, I'm just being honest. Now, this don't look right. I don't trust Charles. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. It's not for the reason what y'all think. Yeah, he know about that camera. He know about that camera. Okay. DS say, hopefully Angela don't take a spill down them steps. Okay. And this is the lovely DS who runs the Reflection Corner. Y'all see her Cash App. If y'all want to bless this beautiful sister, please, let God use you. Diddy say they old school. Definitely old school, because there was a whole lot of old marriages. They ain't had nothing to do with no love, whether folks want to admit that or not. Okay. There's some people that's not ready to admit that your big mama and your pawpaw ain't like each other. Okay. Some of y'all gonna have to admit that at some point in your life. I'm sorry. Big mama and pawpaw might not have liked each other. It was a lot of them old marriages like that now. And this is giving that. I didn't want to really call it quite that during the season. I was trying to find a way where it wasn't kind of that. But Charles is letting us know that that's what we're looking at. Hey, Sweetness. Sweetness Johnson say, hey, Nitra in chat, baby, I would be so embarrassed to be with a man that don't want me. And you right about it. Thank you for being number 73. The BJ did say, I believe it. He showed who he was to her. She know Charles don't want her. He definitely showed how he felt about her on that show. Listen, I can admit when y'all right and I'm wrong. Y'all know all season I was like, stop saying that man don't like his wife. You don't have to always be nice to, be married. Sometimes, yeah, they had separate bedrooms and all. My parents had separate bedrooms. My grandma and them, both sides, had separate bedrooms. So we just got to go on and call a thing a thing. If this is that kind of marriage, then I respect that. I'm going to tell y'all why I say, Christian say, no, call it that. I feel you. Say no man should be talking this way about his wife. I would be embarrassed. But some of them old men would, come off the hip and they would give it to you like that, right? Okay, Belicious. Like, we had aunties and uncles. They got to a certain age, they got separate rooms. I think maybe he getting to that separate room stage and she ain't quite there yet because she's so much younger than him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, if y'all want to know, this girl ain't even married yet and she ready for the separate bedrooms. You see? Have you seen it? You know? But listen, y'all want to know why I say I don't trust Charles? If y'all want to know, just type in the chat, why, Nitra? Just say why. I'm going to tell y'all why I don't trust Charles. If y'all want me to tell you why I don't trust him, put why in the chat. Just say why, Nitra, why? Because I'm going to tell you. I don't trust Charles. Not all the way. Not all the way. I see why. Okay. Since y'all want to know, I'm going to tell you why. I don't trust him because I don't believe Angela is going to stop pushing for him to show up in a different way. And I don't believe she's going to stop trying to create a facade. And I think that if she keep trying to push that he's going to end up doing something untoward. He seems to get irritated with her. And the things I was seeing on the show that looked like irritation, I kept telling y'all, stop saying he don't like her. Well, now I have a different opinion, because why would he go on this podcast and say this? So it's given that this is maybe a little more serious than I thought it was. And I want her to stop trying to force these situations. Stop trying to force this man to act like y'all got something more romantic going on when it may not be that, because the way he gets irritated with her and the fact that he's so open about his feelings toward her, I don't know what you know what I'm saying? And y'all know he got it in his past by punching a woman in the face. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he will hit Angela. I just feel like I don't trust him. I'm just going to be honest with you. Charles, I ain't got no beef. Don't start nothing, won't be none. I can't whoop you. But please don't start living like you're bulletproof. Bang, 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 bang. Because I'm not going to fight with you. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm not Angela. She from up yonder. I'm from Florida. Things will go completely different, honey. I don't want no trouble. I'm simply saying I don't trust his reaction to her, and I don't know that she's going to stop. Yeah, he was popping women. See, the last video that we went through with Alex went and found those old articles where Charles had gotten himself an assault charge for punching a woman in the face. So all I'm saying is it's not too far-fetched that Mr. Oakley, the enforcer, could possibly engage in fisticuffs. How did I do there? I didn't say it, but I'm saying it. So that's why I'm saying I don't really trust him all the way. Not necessarily that I'm saying like, oh, it's his fault that she may, do whatever. But I have a certain expectation that no matter how aggravating a woman is, that a man should keep his hands to himself. Because I know as women, we can be aggravating. That's kind of, one of our things. We can be aggravating. So I would, I'm a little uncomfortable. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, he punched the lady in the face. He punched the lady in the face. He had a charge for that. That's one of the reasons why I was like, Angela shouldn't have been provoking that young man, Alex, because he went and pulled up all the old articles on Charles. Now, with that being said, we in here, we do have some young men in here. Welcome. Y'all auntie babies too. Okay, y'all my babies too. But we got a whole lot of ladies in here, and we got to talk about something. You have to examine why you wanted to be married in the first place. Let me get me a BC powder. Hold on. BC. We got to talk about this thing. You have to determine before you go down the aisle what it is you want to get married for. All right. And it's something that we got to come to terms with, because I think we have over romanticized the idea of marriage, when marriage is a business. Marriage is a union. Marriage is a holy office. But marriage don't have a whole lot to do with romance. Now, is it nice when you can, partner and marry and engage in marriage with somebody that you have romantic feelings for? That is beautiful, because you're supposed to stay faithful to this person, okay? But you got to be honest with yourself about what you want to be married for. Now, if her aim was romance, this might be the wrong gentleman. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I shoot back. If you're looking for romance, a gentleman like Mr. Oakley may not be the gentleman for you. Right. That's what Karen called her marriage. It's an institution. And it should be. Okay. Now, if she married because she wanted the position of Mrs. Oakley, and it was advantageous to her, and it provided her a different lifestyle, and it gave her a solid partner that she could count on to make good business decisions and to be a good father, because some men may not be romantic, but they may be wonderful fathers, all this stuff. So if she weighed out who he was, the pros and the cons, and said, this is a marriage that I want to engage in, knowing all of his cons and pros, then I feel like go for it, right? Absolutely. Go for it. Because everything ain't about romance. Everything ain't. But you can't get into a situation like that where romance is not on the menu and then try to force it, because the other party may feel like it was a bait and switch. Like, hey, you accepted me this way and now you trying to make it that. You would feel funny if they accepted you one way and then they try to turn you into something else. That's all I'm saying. And you got to consider with the way he's acting, his body language. That man act like he was in utter regret. Now that I don't like, because, sir, much like she knew who you were, Charles, you're not going to tell me you didn't know who Angela was. Let me take my BC and then I'm finna get on his head real quick, because I ain't through with him sitting up there looking like the granddaddy from Boondocks. I'm finna get him. Old crusty self. Hold on. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Wise don't say I wanted a nice car, house, and baby, but I ain't want to pay for it with my own money. And you know what? That is a solid reason to get married. So y'all can build financially and you can have a more stable financial, situation. Love my dogs too. Sis, you made it. Y'all don't know. My sis be working so much. I miss her when she not here. Okay. But that's a solid reason to marry, as long as you know what you're marrying for. But on to him, because he's not off the hook. No, he's not off the hook. Not with me. He knew who she was. Y'all want to know how I know he knew who she was? Put how in the chat. I'm going to tell you. Everybody type how. I'm going to tell you how I know that he knew who she was before he married her. Hey, Chef Blondie. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Nina says she wanted a provider, a friend I can trust, and upward mobility. Romance be danged. Love come and go too much. That's right. You can love them today, can't stand them tomorrow. That's right. They got to be built on something other than love. Love is fickle. Love is fickle. Oh, I see the house come in. Okay, bet. Now I'm going to tell y'all how I know he knew exactly who she was. And he knew he wasn't all the way interested. Now let's go on back earlier in this season, because we can't go back too much further, because we didn't know her before this season, because he kept her hid up under a bushel. But we going back to the beginning of the season. Let me open up my crackers. I'm going to get my crackers out. My son, babe. Well, I can tell y'all how I know. Now we're gonna go back down memory lane. Y'all can put it in the chat. Back down memory lane is where we're going. Now, y'all know during the season, she sat there and told us that when she first met Charles, Chaws, what y'all say, when she first met Charles, she gave that man her phone number and he didn't call her for 10 years. Hey, Rochelle. So see, that let me know he wasn't even attracted to you. A man that got a reputation for being a little bit of a whoremonger, he out here collecting cat from everybody who will let him in the shelter. You gave this man your phone number, and he didn't even call you back to play with you. That's number one. How I know he wasn't even attracted to you. Number two, we just happen to be staying in the same building. At this point, the way this man talking, it's giving me, you made sure to move in that building because you heard that, because you wanted to run back at him. Ladies, let me say this to you. I don't know who needs to hear it. Ladies, allow men to chase you. Don't chase no man. 10 years, fix it, sweet black baby Jesus. Yes, 10 years. Yeah. I know you weren't expecting me to say that, but it's the truth. Yeah, he don't even play with her. 10 years and you ain't called. Do you realize if you ain't called me and you had my number for 10 years, when you do speak, I'm not speaking back. When you do speak, I'm not speaking back. Because who the hell you think you, what in the last resort, last bus stop you trying to pull on me? Okay? Ladies, don't chase men. Let men chase you. Do not give a man an opportunity to reject you twice. When she gave that man her phone number and he didn't call her for 10 years, that was rejection. That was rejection. And let me tell y'all something else. Angela is not no bad looking lady. That is a pretty black woman. I don't care what she did to her nose. Even after she played with her nose, that's still a pretty black woman. Why in the world would you let the granddaddy from Boondocks reject you twice? Now, he rejected you once by getting your phone number and not calling. How rude. How rude. Then you gonna move in the building and she ain't gonna convince me she didn't move in there because she heard he was there. She heard he was there. That's why she moved there, because she knows she met him one time before and he rejected her. Now that he a little bit older or a lot of bit older and you considerably younger, and of course, you know, these no good men, once they get to a certain age, of course, they want a woman that's considerably younger, because when they mess around and can't wash and dry their old nuts, they want somebody to help them bathe and stuff. So, of course, now he's willing to give you a shot. And then now he's on here telling us, y'all was in Vegas. He ain't even planning on marrying you. It was just something out the blue. How much y'all want to bet Angela had it in her mind to try to pull a marriage out of her hat when they went to Vegas? She had it in her mind when she packed. Notice what they said. You ain't hear what he said? Or y'all want me to run it back? I don't want to hear it no more because it disturbed my spirit. He said he bought her a ring at the mall and had to buy himself a jacket. Why she ain't have to buy something to wear for a wedding? She wasn't dressed in nothing. She didn't have to find a quick dress to put on. She already had something to wear. All he had to do was get a jacket. See, she came there ready to go. He said, oh, what the hell? Now he's sitting on a podcast talking slick and slimy. But I don't know. I told somebody, I thought somebody might have put something in my drink. You did something impulsive. And then after the fact, you was regretting it. Then she turned up pregnant real quick. She hurried up and got that baby. And then when he went to tricking and treating and stuff, and he ran out there in the streets on her, cheating on her, she say the side hoes DMing her and stuff. And she say some of them ain't know about her, some of them knew and didn't care. Then apparently once the baby here, you pregnant and all that, then he decided, okay, well, let me work it out because I don't want no more child support. Ladies, do not give a man the opportunity to reject you twice. Now he on national TV rejecting her. He going on podcast rejecting her, and she's still in the house. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. I don't know who raised everybody. Emily raised me. You understand me? And let me tell you something. Yeah, she's a good-looking lady. That's a good-looking woman. She ain't have to put up with that. Ain't nothing worse than being rejected by a man and feeling the constant rejection from a man, and you got to be in the house with him. Hey, man, listen. Ladies, Black women in particular, y'all are some devastatingly beautiful creatures. You do not have to live with rejection. You don't have to take what somebody willing to give you. You can stay there, take care of yourself, drink your water, take your vitamins, go for walks, do your little Pilates and stuff like that. Keep looking good, keep praying, keep reading your scriptures and stuff, and wait till God send a man to come find you. Don't go running behind these men, because this is how it works. Yeah, Miss Nisa, it was cold how he said it. Sine, it do look like she had a plan, and now we see how far she be willing to go to plot some stuff. Hey, man, y'all got to stop this. This is embarrassing, because y'all know how I play. At the end of the day, we still all Black women. And I don't really like that this sister's getting embarrassed like this. I don't like her lying on Phaedra and stuff, but I don't like this either. He was calculating in the reasons why he stayed with Angela. Yeah. But the nerve of him to be sitting up there looking like he bought a Cadillac with a bad, air filter or something. Like, what's that look for? What's that look for? Even if she ain't the kind of woman that you necessarily generally went after or whatever, you still ended up with a very nice looking wife. You ended up with one of them that really, really likes you. Oh, love my dogs too. Thank you for this Cash App, sis. I appreciate you. Let me send a heart back. My sis. Let me send a heart. But yeah, y'all don't have to put up with that. Being in the house with a man, that's, and you got to feel that rejection daily. And you could tell she wants to be emotive. She wants to be affectionate. And he act like he could care less about her affection. He act like he could care less about her feelings or, any of that. And I was really, honestly, y'all kept telling me, and I wasn't listening. I kept chalking it up to, he just a cranky old fella, I don't like it. I don't know who need to hear this, but I don't like this. Hell no. Bianca say, I'm sorry, my pride will not let me go chasing behind no Negro. Hell no. Let me tell you something. I would chase a parked car. I'll chase the mail truck like a stray dog before I chase the Negro. You got a better chance of Satan himself jumping up at the asphalt and the concrete running behind you than me. I promise you that. I promise you that. Chase what? I don't even chase my liquor. I drink my liquor straight. If you don't believe me, I approve it. I don't even chase. Hold on. To show you better than I can tell you, I don't even chase my liquor. Hello, good night. Chase what? Tell your mammy to chase you. That pissed me off. And so now he get to sit up there like he the cock of the walk, like he the pick of the litter, looking like the granddaddy from Boondocks. Because you done ran behind him. And right now, for this to come out, I don't even know when this podcast happened. I went to them people YouTube channel, but I couldn't figure out where to find this particular podcast and get the date on it. But for this podcast to come out now, after all this stuff done came out, where she's sending people to, threaten the guys at the restaurant and, sitting up with the dude Marcus plotting on how to lie on Phaedra. Like, the timing of this is crazy. It makes her look crazy. Belicious says she need to divorce him He lets her know every day he not into her. He don't care about her feelings. Yeah, this one was too much for me. I'm still not gonna say that no married people should get divorced. My mouth to God, I ain't finna do that. That's too far to go because I didn't put them together. It ain't my business to split them up. But this right here was too much. Auntie Eva say he act like she makes his skin crawl, kind of like Juan and Rob. And y'all know how I feel about Juan. I felt bad for Juan at first, and then when he wouldn't get no job no more, I don't like him. Right, Ashley, she chose him. She likes it. I love it. That's how I feel. I don't like how he acting. I don't trust how he moving right now, but I ain't finna tell that lady to divorce her husband because maybe it's something about this she like. Maybe it's something about this she like. Right, Nina say, I return affection. I don't initiate it. We will never speak if you're waiting on me to do it first. You better say it again. Waiting on me to talk first. Listen. Okay, she say, chill, you just took your BC powder. You can't mix them. Baby, I mix them all the time. All the time. Dating a basketball is like dating a rapper. Honey, a man is a man is a man. And let me tell you what my mama told me. A man will do what you let him do. I don't care where he works. I don't care where he get his money. If that man is disrespecting you, do not tolerate it. Because let me tell you something. Rapper, baller, dope dealer, lawyer, judge, DA, engineer, astronaut, mountain climber. I don't care where they get their money. The same man that'll mistreat you will treat the next girl like gold. You know why? Because a lot of times when men are in these positions, women don't make no demands. You so happy to have them, you ain't gonna make no demands. But let me tell you something. Another girl will come right behind you and say, no, you're not taking me anywhere until you pay a bill in here. No, our first date is not going to be coffee. It ain't going to be Netflix. You're going to take time and plan a first date for me, or I will stay home. And you will see that same man that would not take time for you, would not invest energy in you, and you will see him jumping through rings of fire for this next heifer that might not be as pretty as you, might not be as accomplished as you, might not be as polished as you, might not be as cultured as you, because she got the nerve to open her mouth and make demands. Y'all better learn. You better learn. You think Jackie Christie is over there with Doug getting remarried every single year because she didn't make demands? Jackie made demands. Look at Savannah James. You don't think Savannah making demands? Y'all better wake up. Don't be thinking because a man got a certain type of job and a certain type of coin that you can't say and you can't demand the hell you say. Because see, that's what's wrong with Angela right now. That's why she up here running at women and trying to be the friend police and trying to set up sisters and lying and scheming and plotting and conniving. Because she's scared to talk up to this man because she's so scared that he's so important that you got to be careful what you say to him. Like she was on Carlos King, like, let's not pretend like women don't want him. I don't care who want it. He supposed to want to be your husband. And if he want to be your husband, you supposed to make demands about how you gonna be treated and what you need in order for you to be comfortable. Now, that ain't saying you got to change nobody, but you surely should have your boundaries intact and your needs and wants need to be met. If you need to be hugged to feel secure, then you need to make it clear to him, hey, Mr. Deep Freezer, you can be as cold and prickly as you want. I need exactly 3.5 hugs a day to feel comfortable. And I'm going to need you to come on with the come on. Or I can get the packing. Hey, Mr. Grumpy, when we out in public, I need you to say flattering things about me because the way my ego is set up, you making me not feel secure in this. I don't like this. If you want me to stay, you better get the packing. You better get it right or I'm finna get the packing. Something finna happen. We watched her when they sitting up there and he was like irritated because she didn't know what she was talking about with one of the coaches or whatever. And she kept talking and eventually had to say, oh, shoot, I was wrong. He didn't laugh or nothing. You know, he really was over her. Then they get in a confessional and she talking about that's just our love language. And he was like, no, it ain't. And she sat there grinning like a donkey. You out your mind. Where you mess up is where I'm going to clean up. And why would you get here in front of this camera and do something like that? Because that's what she was supposed to do right there. Why would you get your behind in front of this camera and say something like that? They wouldn't even been able to use that footage. Why would you get in front of this camera and do something like that to have people thinking that this is how you talk to me on a regular, unless that's really how he talked to you on the regular? Why you sitting up there grinning? Quiet Storm said that's why Carisha had Cassie and Jane Doe feeling the type of way. Hell yeah, because that Florida girl was raised to get to talking, because closed mouths don't get fed. And they up there in awe because he's a billionaire. He Puff Daddy. The hell with a puff. Puff of smoke. You better come up off what you supposed to come up off or get the moving. Nina say Nitra is right. Men love a confident woman with boundaries. Your boundaries initiate the chase, the hunt, and the thrill of potential capture. Men are hunters. That was very eloquent, but it's true what you said, the way you said it. Then it say, glad I married my husband. He would shake the moon loose if I asked for it. As he should. As he should. You right, you dreaming right now. But I'm gonna say this. He do that because she let him do that. That woman letting him do this. That's why y'all don't hear me saying she need to divorce him, because she's allowing this man to behave just like he behaving. I don't like it though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. But you know, it ain't for me to like. I was not in that Vegas chapel with a ring from the mall. That was not me. That was her. Bianca said he clearly has no problem with embarrassing her. Right. He can't stand her. Yeah, I don't like it though, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. This is some uncomfortable bull crap here. And I know it's some people that was laughing or whatever on social media. I ain't think it was funny. I didn't, because of the indications. The not indication, but the implication. I didn't like it, because the implication is if a man is wealthy enough and he has enough status, then you can treat me any way you want to. You could talk about me or to me any way you like, privately, publicly, and I just sit there smiling like a donkey. And instead of checking you, I'm going to constantly attack other women and say stupid stuff like, oh, you want my marriage. Who the hell wants that? Who the hell wants that for a marriage? I'm just being honest. Who wants it? I can't think of one person who would want that for a marriage. Who wants that? I mean, I don't even know what to say. Who would want that? Like, I don't even know you, girl, but if you call me and say, help me jump him, I might put my shoes on. Actually say, this ain't funny at all. We make jokes about Charles, but he gives all of us secondhand embarrassment. Yeah. And y'all know how I feel about men trying to embarrass women. I don't like it. Hey, Antoinette, yeah, humiliation is never funny. I ain't even chuckle. I was looking just like that sister that was in the room with him with her face just, that's how I was looking at this. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Black Smile. You dreaming right now says giving Greg and that lady on Married to Medicine. We watch softcore DV in real time. Yeah, I don't know, because y'all know I don't watch Married to Medicare. I don't like none of them heifers. May a love like that never find me or any of my sisters. But it can't find you if you don't go chasing men. If you don't go chasing behind a man, you'll never be in a position for a man to do this to you. Don't do it. Like, this is so, when I say I was very disappointed in Mr. Oakley, I was very disappointed in Mr. Oakley. I was. Now, do I see that he got that old school in him? Okay, I'm going to stay here. I got children here. I'm going to help raise my children. And I'm going to, I done got married. Let's go and make it work. Cheaper to keep her. Well and good. Well and good. Because that's a part of marriage. Like, marriage ain't always what you like. It's what's necessary. And this is your obligation regardless of your feelings. So that part of him, don't get me wrong. I'm not just all at his head. I get that. Obligation is not about what you like. And he is obligated to that lady. You married that lady. I don't like that you up here talking about you feel like somebody might have put something in your drink. Sir, if you had time to go to the mall, buy a ring and a jacket, you had time for whatever was in your drink to wear off. You did. For me to buy that from him, he would have to say that they went in the chapel and he was blackout drunk and he don't remember doing it. When he woke up, they was married. And then they went ahead and just got it legitimized and you bought her a proper ring. But the fact that you had time, sir, to go to the mall, buy a jacket for yourself, a ring for her, it means that she convinced you to do something spur of the moment and you did it. And now you got buyer's remorse and you regret it. And now you are like making her pay for it all this time later. No. It's giving you obligated to being a father and you're obligated to, maintaining this home for your children. And that is to be applauded. It's bare minimum, but it is to be applauded because there's so many men who won't do it. However, sir, why you don't have to treat this woman like you got to make her pay or like she did something to you. She wanted to marry you. That's fine. I don't care if she convinced you. The reality is you could have said no. You had time to go to the mall, buy a jacket and a ring. When you bought the ring, you still had to go get the jacket. After you bought them both, you still had to drive back to the chapel. You had so many times to say, yeah, I really don't want this. Why we got to hear about it now? And I can still see Angela waving her hand at Phaedra bragging about her marriage. Right. Talking about you want my marriage. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I believe you want it. And you should, because that is your husband. Or even the Bible say, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands. You supposed to want him. But it's laughable almost. Not the situation, but it's laughable to think that she really believes somebody wants that. Maybe this is like the pinnacle for her. Maybe he is the apex of masculinity for her. Yes, he should be. He should be the apple of your eye. That is your husband. But it's almost laughable to believe that she thinks somebody wants her husband. That's laughable. Actually say Angela needs someone to remind her that she's worthy without him. She doesn't need him to be great. She doesn't. Even her tagline for the show. Oh, if you want to find the shade, if you want the shade, yeah, you got to find the oak. It's like her whole identity is Charles. Every time she sat down with the ladies, she running to tell Charles. She went to Shamia's party. She got to tell Charles the car that Shamia's husband bought her. And while I'm talking about it, before we get to the Essence Fest, y'all say what you want to say. All that mess that Angela did when it came to Shamia was jealousy. I said it. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. If y'all think I'm wrong, put a 2 in the chat. If y'all know where I'm coming from, put a 3 in the chat. If I'm wrong, put a 2. I feel like it was jealousy. I feel like from that very first night when she saw that Mr. Mwangi went and spent $430,000 on his wife just to put a smile on her face, that ticked her off because she know Charles would never. She see that man loves his wife, and that's what she coveted. I think she coveted the money. But more than anything, I think she coveted. Thank you. Antoinette agreed with me. She hit the 3. Thank you. She coveted the way that man treats Shamia. Because whatever we think of Shamia, y'all know I could do without her any day of the week. I see some ones. I said 2 if y'all don't agree. What the 1 for? But I feel like she see how that man treats Shamia. And that's what she covets. She covets that. She covets the hell out of that. The hell out of that is what she covets. She wants that. And she could tell that no matter what she thinks of Shamia, obviously she has a problem with Shamia's skin tone. She has a problem with Shamia being dark, which is why she referred to that girl as Flavor Flav. Now let's just keep it real. Whether she's, real extra Atlanta hood, ghetto, fabulous, whatever, that man she married, he loves her. You can tell by the way Mr. Gerald Mwangi looks at Shamia. Oh, he could eat her, as my mama would say, He loved her dirty drawers. He could eat a link of her mess. He loved her. That's the thing that was digging in Angela's craw. And I tried to tell y'all, but ain't nobody listen to me. Miss Nisa says she was jealous. She wants me a relationship with her husband. And that car, I'm telling you, that car did something to her. Yep, that Flavor Flav comment was telling. I tried to tell y'all. I said, I don't think I could get with her. And y'all was like, no, Nitra, and now here we are. This heifer done took us to the June bug. And this man out here embarrassing all us. All of us together down to the June bug. That's why we ended up at the June bug, you know. But I tried to tell y'all everything she was doing with Shamia was jealousy from that moment on. From the time she saw that lady house, from the time she saw the gift of that car, from the time she saw the way Shamia's husband looks at her. That man stared Shamia like she's something good to eat. And while I don't like Shamia, I like that. I was like, ooh, y'all nasty. It's something going on over there to Sterling Hall. Y'all nasty. I knew what was going on. But Angela knew what was going on too. And it bothered her. And I knew it bothered her. They had a whole conversation in Shamia's closet where they rolled up in the elevator to this closet. I'm like, elevator bed, you better go. You know what I'm saying? I be cheering when I see black folks with money. I be excited. I get the cheering and stuff like that. Ooh, cash the check, Jesus. Like, I be so excited and moved, you know, just on the inside, elated, right? But when she rolled up in the elevator to the closet that looked like some people's apartments, and all that was going on, hey, wife and mom up to, she didn't say nothing that night. She pretended she was so offended by Shamia simply asking Drew a question that when Shamia went to hang out with her and Drew to work out, she basically attacked that girl. You being a left out, why you had to ask that question? And then when she went to repeat it, she lied and said Shamia was being loud and rah-rah with her. And that ain't what happened. And I pointed it out. I'm like, why she lied on Shamia like that? She lied on Shamia multiple times. When she got mad because of Portia saying if she don't leave me, she better leave me alone before I F her man. You ain't even have all that smoke for Portia. You had smoke for Shamia because you like, well, why she saying that? You know, you should have took up for me. It didn't matter what Shamia did. Angela wanted to have a problem with Shamia because Shamia is living the life Angela really wants to live. But everybody was running around with this narrative. Oh, Portia jealous of Shamia. Whole time it was Angela. Whole time. But ain't nobody want to listen to me. I keep telling y'all, Portia too self-absorbed to be jealous of anybody. Portia wake up looking at a mirror of herself. I believe she kissed herself good night in the mirror. Portia is too self-absorbed to be jealous of anybody. Told y'all that. Portia's a snake, but she ain't envious. Whole time it was Angela. Because you know what else? Guess who you'll never hear sitting on a podcast talking about, I don't know why I married her. I dare y'all to go ask Jeremiah why he married Shamia. Go ask him. That man gonna turn to Shakespeare all the poetry he finna write. I seen how he was looking at that woman. They nasty. Him and Shamia is nasty. They nasty. Oh, I can see. I know what I saw. Told y'all, but don't nobody listen to me. Told you. Now, on to the Essence Fest. Y'all, I heard Essence Fest was a big old flop. I heard it was a big old flop. They say the people ain't show up. They say, and I saw video. We can go on. Listen, y'all want to go on Twitter and look at the stuff they got? Let's go look. D. Serotina says she listened to, Essence Fest was a big, when I say a big flop, big flop. Big one. Huge one. Listen, I'm putting some stuff on. And let's go ahead and go into X where y'all can see what done went on with this Essence Fest. Baby, they made a mess. When I say a mess, they made a mess. And you know one thing about our folks that I love is by the time they get mad, they start digging up all the stuff. Now we going to have all types of conversations that should have been had a long time ago. The conversation's being had now, y'all. Bianca said, I haven't heard anything about it. I didn't know there was another one this year. Every year. But hold on. Let me pull it up and we're going to get into this, honey. So the conversation that's being had, y'all, is that people taking over Essence Fest and turning it from a Black American celebration to a tether fest is what ruined it. Now, that's what the people is saying. I want to know what y'all think. I really want to know what y'all think because the people are talking. The people talking. It don't look good. I can tell you one thing. I will no longer be supporting anything from Essence. I won't. I'm gonna let y'all draw y'all own conclusion. Yeah, the agenda was takeover, and so this is what's being said. Yeah, a lot of the vendors pulled out because this is what was happening according to the word on the curb, right? They had been treating the Black American vendors real nasty, like very nasty. Like somehow we were like supposed to beg for a placement as something that was all about us. Well, they've been treating them nasty for the last few years. And baby, a lot of them pulled out. A lot of them seats was empty, yes. And they saying that it's empty because they turned it into a tether fest. It was like, oh yeah, it was Black Americans. So now everything is all about, everybody but Black Americans. And baby, listen, it didn't go well. Quiet Storm said, I've never been, but I always wanted to go up until this year. Well, the last few years, it was a mess. I went a few years back. I did not like it. I literally was like in tears, angry, like get me away from the Auntie Fest. I did not want to be there. And it wasn't like the cool aunties like me. It was them heifers that looked like girls that we would not hang around with at all. All of them had bus driver haircuts and pedal pusher pants on and patty melt shoes. I was like, who the hell are y'all? I know I didn't even take time to pay attention to who they were, but I knew those were not my kind of girls. I'm like, I don't know who these heifers are. This ain't my crowd. Like I was crying mad. Like Papa had a time on his hands because it was his idea. And I'm like, why do you have me here with these people? Like I did not want to be. I was mad. Y'all, I was so mad. I was shaking. I was so mad. I was mixing liquor and still couldn't get calm. I was pissed. When I say pissed, I was pissing like a pamper. I wanted to get the hell from there. I didn't realize that they were setting the stage. So we're going to get into what was going on. Let's share the screen and look at what the people are saying on Twitter because the people are talking. And y'all know me. I'm always, when my people write, I'm going to line up with my people. That's just it. That's all. Take it how you want them. Okay? Black first. Be one. All day. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So this person, the first one in the lineup, the very first one in the lineup, has something to say. This person, Flame Alchemist, says businesses in New Orleans are going to suffer because of these people's attempt at erasure of foundational Black American culture. People are literally out there having Jollof versus Jambalaya contest, family. Essence is done. Here's a look into why. Okay. So let's take a peek at what she's presenting as information. So literally they had people out here with little cups of jollof rice and I guess their version of jambalaya. A mess. Now this is the lady. The parent company of the Essence Fest is owned by Richelieu Dennis, which he is the co-founder of the chair of Group Black. something called Group Black, which is a media group focused on increasing and spending with Black-owned media. Caroline Wanga, this is this Kenyan lady, is the president and CEO of Essence Ventures. She leads the annual Essence Festival of Culture in New Orleans. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something. Now, this gentleman, Richelieu Dennis, now I'm hearing that he is Kenyan and Liberian, or Liberian and Nigerian. I don't know, some group of mix, some admixture of cultures, right? So look. His company purchased Essence, the parent company of Essence Magazine, Essence Ventures. He purchased that. And then now the CEO is Caroline Wanga, which is another non-Black American person. So now you got a publication such as Essence Magazine. And y'all remember, you know, for a while, all we had was Essence, Ebony, and Jet as the Black publications. Put a 4 in the chat if y'all remember. Not too long ago, that's what it was. That's what it were. Okay. So Essence Magazine, more or less, had always been geared toward Black American women. Okay, our issues, our fashion, our looks, it just is what it is. So I see the 4s rolling in. So this person, I'm being told, is also taking Essence and included them in some initiative to spread African business and to advance African business globally, while using a platform that was built for Black American people, built by Black American people in a market of Black American people. Meanwhile, expecting Black American people to still patronize said publication and Essence Fest to line their pockets, while they take the money from our community and invest it into other communities. And then we have situations such as Essence Fest, which has always almost been like a family reunion type vibe, extra Black, heavy on the Black, and now has turned it into this diaspora situation that involves every single culture except for the culture that built it. So the folks didn't show up, and online has been on fire. I don't know if y'all been watching, but it's been on fire. Okay. So they showing this lady, not only is she Kenyan and she not like us, her wife ain't like us either. So she's married to a woman, and the woman is a clear lady. And they got these children. I don't know where the children came from. I'm assuming they belong to one of them. I don't know how that works. But they wanted us to see who her wife was.
One thing I can say, since I've been back home looking at...
We're going to hear this sister out because she, you know, she got something she wants to get off her chest. And we're going to hear her out. Okay? Let's hear her out.
One thing I can say, since I've been back home looking at Essence Fest, it's so empty. Like, it's early in the morning, but it's real empty. I've seen what it had a ton of people outside at 9 o'clock in the morning. Even the vendors, like the food vendors on portraits, there are barely none. It might change when they get a little later throughout the day, but it's looking rough. It don't look like it's Essence no more. I don't know if that's a word, but Essence not festing no more. Like, I don't know what's going on. Usually I'm hella booked up, for one, for Essence. 2, so many people who normally go, they're like, I don't think I'm going this year. And I've heard why, which is kind of messed up. Like, how y'all gonna make people pay for other parts of the Essence Fest that was free? Like, once you pay that general admission, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all being greedy. And now y'all being greedy, and look what happened.
And I want to speak on that. If they pay general admission, and now y'all being greedy and asking them to pay for extra stuff that they didn't already pay for in general admission. So you're not even just content to take money from Black Americans to invest it in other businesses for other groups of Black people outside of our community. You being greedy and trying to take as much as possible from us and ended up not getting nothing. Ain't that something? And right, Essence hasn't been the same since Susan Taylor left. That's true. Very true. But let's let her finish.
It's kind of dead out here. They didn't even have no traffic. That's the crazy part. Yesterday, they didn't have no traffic on the interstate. It's like, oh, okay.
So that's
One thing
that's what she had to say about it, and I don't think she's wrong. What I will say about that is people who are not a part of our community are going to learn one way or the other. Every time Black America creates something, if it's not clear people, it's other people. They come in, they infiltrate, they try to take over, and then it dies. You know why it dies? Because we are the flavor. We the flavor. So once we go, ain't no flavor, honey. Ain't no flavor. Shine Bright says it's time to bring back Black Expo. Girl, not just Black Expo. We need to bring back Bronner Brother hair shows. We need to bring back Jones Beach for the people up north. We need to bring back DCR. Don't bring back Freaknik. Y'all got a little too wild. We need to go ahead and bring our stuff back and let's gatekeep, because, you know, people literally will sit back, watch us, study us. That's why they work so hard to imitate the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we dress, our flavor, the way our sisters wear our hair. Whole time, y'all ain't got no culture while imitating everything like it's a college thesis. Like your life depends on it. And we ain't gonna get into the whole African American of it all, because, you know, that's why a lot of us have gone to just saying, no, we're foundational Black Americans, or we're American descendants of slaves, because delineation is important, y'all. And now we're seeing why. Now we're seeing why. I think that they learned a bigger lesson than us, because them sponsors ain't gonna keep sponsoring if they can't get their money back, if ain't nobody showing up to see. You understand? This person is saying, this April Shower says, hashtag Essence Fest is exactly what we've been talking about since I jumped on this delineation porch 5 years ago. We told y'all that folks were literally trying to erase Black Americans, our culture, our history, our story. She's not wrong. Our story from our land. Crazy, crazy work when you think about it. This person says, this Tori Juan Kenobi says, in 20 years, folks gonna be looking around wondering what happened to Black American culture, and I'm gonna be there to blame y'all for letting ish slide when it mattered. I understand we want to embrace the diaspora, but y'all are allowing the erasure of our identity to happen in the process. So y'all, people is listen, they got jokes, so they tried to turn the Essence Fest into the Jollof Festival, and it failed. Who guessed it? Yeah, so y'all see the gist of what people are saying, okay? Ooh, we ain't gonna go through all of these because some of these are tough. Yeah, because I don't want to, you know, put it out there. You know, some of the stuff that they're saying, y'all have to go on Twitter yourselves and just, you know, in the search, just put Essence Fest and all of it will come up. So the people are being very vocal. Some of our folks from outside of the country who now live here or reside here, some of them don't even live here, but everybody wants to weigh in anytime it's got something to do with Black Americans. You know how that goes. You know, the obsession is real, right? So a lot of them are like, you know, I don't understand. And, you know, hopefully we can have fruitful conversations where we can get people to understand the importance of us gatekeeping our culture and gatekeeping our events and our festivals and our celebrations and things of that nature, because it's not to harm anybody. It's just to make sure that we're not erased and replaced. Okay. And I want to say something else, because I want people to understand a couple of things that are very, very important, right? When you look at us as Black American people, please understand, and I'm sure everybody here knows our history. We know who we are. We're not confused, right? We've had to fight to keep everything we got. We've had to fight to keep everything we got, and I mean everything we have. When we did not have the wherewithal to be able to defend our belongings, we ended up with people saying country music belonged to them when it didn't. We ended up with people saying that rock and roll belonged to them when it didn't. We ended up with people trying to say jazz belonged to them when it didn't. So and inventions and so many other things, right? Even square dancing was ours. And now, oh no, that's ours, you know? So you're looking at a group of people who are fighters. And so we have only been able to maintain what we have by fighting to keep it. History has taught us, if we are passive, then whoever is admiring our things today will be owning our things tomorrow. And then they'll try to casually rewrite history to where it was always theirs. And now we need their permission to partake in what we create. So historically, we know that that's what will happen, right? So bet, dig. Let me show y'all another reason why this is so dangerous and why its failure was important. Because they failed. Please understand. Old Richelieu and Miss Wanger, oh, they failed. Like, this was an epic, epic fail. But let me show you why that fail was so important. You need to know why the fail was so super important. This is one reason. And this is reason number, I'm going to get to reason number 2 later. Let's do reason number 1 first. Y'all see this? So this says the AT&T sponsor guardrails. I want y'all to pay attention. Put a 1 in the chat if you're paying attention and you're listening to me. Because I want y'all to see why another reason it's important that we are never quiet about these sorts of, about these usurpers, people who want to usurp, the interlopers. Put a 1 in the chat if you're listening to me, because I want y'all to hear me well on this one, all right? Because when I say I'm B1, understand I'm black first, okay? Look at what's highlighted and circled here. Now, the AT&T sponsor guardrails, they're saying in order for them to sponsor, this is what they're demanding. See, this is the kind of things that you're going to see that AT&T is demanding in exchange for their sponsorship are the sort of things that they would never have the nerve to ask a group of Black Americans to do. See, there's a reason why the powers that be allow, you know, this type of an influx in the first place, because they feel as though they have access to people who can imitate our essence while embodying none of the fight. Let me say it again. They feel as though these people will allow them access to people who can embody our essence without embodying any of the fight. There's fight in us that is not in anyone else, and that's not an insult to anybody. And if you take it that way, I would say I'm sorry, but that would be a lie, and we don't do that over here. The facts are the facts, and the facts are immutable. They are undeniable. We are the fighters. And the proof is in the pudding, because we don't see us running to go stay nowhere, but we sure see folks from everywhere running to come stay over here. It's because the fighters have made a place that's very comfortable and cushy. So AT&T, in exchange for their sponsorship, they were so bold with these folks who look like us, but they not us. They said, you got to avoid conversations or topics around, hey Latrice, race, gender, or sexuality terms, negative framing of AI or tech, critique of institutions, combative or divisive language. You hear that? Combative or divisive language. So basically what this is a guide on don't you act like them niggas. That's what this was. Hey, don't mention race, gender, or sexuality terms because Black Americans are traditionally very conservative people. So don't have those conversations. We can trust y'all not to do it, right? Because y'all are, you know, the model minority. Y'all are here to look Black and imitate them without being accused of appropriation and embodying all of their, you know, rhythm and soul and whatnot. But we don't want none of that fight. So don't you bring up none of these things that they would normally be very vocal about, right? Then negative framing of AI or tech, because there's been quite a few Black American people who have been very vocal on the fact that your AI and your tech not only give us concerns because of jobs that may be lost, because of danger, you know, to our people. We've seen how your experiments have gone for us in the past, i.e. the Tuskegee situation. Like, do I need to go further? The irradiated milk, like all of those things, right? So don't you mention none of those things that those Negroes, that those American Blacks would be very vocal about. Don't you do that. No, y'all come here and talk about Jollof versus Jambalaya. Then they said critique of institutions. Well, my. See, black people in this country have always railed against the machine. We have always critiqued the institutions. We have always criticized and critiqued and held their feet to the fire, which is why this place is as comfortable as it is for everybody that wants to come over here and be comfortable. You only able to be comfortable because we have the gumption. We have the liver to take on the institutions. We have the liver to fight with the government, which is why now that Tom Homan out here with his ice box where his heart used to be, throwing everybody out, everybody screaming, Black Americans, where are you? No. We're going to stay home. And we're not going to critique the institution that's booting you out. Because see, they can come to you and ask for this. Then combative or divisive language, because see, we will talk to our people about the things that are not right, and see, they don't like for us to congregate, which is another reason why they were responsible for the influx of others who look other black looking people, but they're not black folks. Put a 1 if you hear me. I want to make sure y'all hear me. See, it's a reason why the government got themselves in the trouble they're in. They're trying to clean it up now, and I mean, maybe it works, maybe it don't. But they got themselves into this trouble because they wanted black bodies. They wanted black looking people who were not black people, because these folks ain't black folks. Because when we get together, they want to break it up. See, they can no longer do what they used to do. If they saw more than 2 or 3 black people congregated, the police could make you disperse and go your separate ways. And now when they try to insert themselves, we call them out and say, hey, Karen, don't center yourself in our conversations. Better still while you here. So now their modus operandi has been to use black looking people. I tried to tell folks back in the late 90s, early 2000s that the new black face was going to be a black face. They just wasn't going to be black folks. See, when we get together and we get to talk and we start sharing our concerns, we start talking about the things that are pinching us, the things that are biting us. And we start talking about how we need to organize because we need to fight the power. Shout out to Chuck D and Public Enemy. So they telling them no combative or divisive language. Now I want y'all to look a little bit further down. And then look where it says, instead of this, say that. Say this instead of that. So look, y'all, this is so entertaining. Let's look at these devils. They said, instead of black culture is being erased. You see, they use that as an example. Wake up, people. Put a 7 if you hear me. I'm switching the numbers because I want to make sure y'all still listening. They said, instead of saying black culture is being erased, try, how do we carry forward cultural nuance? No, we don't want to carry forward cultural nuance because ain't nothing nuanced about black culture. It's black culture. It ain't black plus Caribbean. It ain't black plus South American. It ain't black plus African. It's black culture. So ain't no nuance. It's just us. Then they say, instead of saying AI is killing creativity, because that's exactly what you want to do. See, you want to stamp out black creativity because we influence the world. What our nephew Kendrick say? That you try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. We influence the globe, honey, which is why everybody want a piece of the rock. But they say, instead of saying AI is killing creativity, say, how is technology reshaping how we create? No, you're killing creativity. You want us to lean on AI so that you can catch up, so that our creativity won't be so far leaps and bounds ahead of yours, that your children won't fall in love with us and be seduced with the very thing that you hate, Black America. Oh, baby, get this one. We're losing our traditions. Why would they put that in their paperwork, y'all? We're losing our traditions. You don't want us to say we losing our traditions. We losing recipes playing with y'all, black looking folks. They say, instead of saying we losing our traditions, don't talk about that, please, because then you'll fight back against it, because we know that you Negroes like to fight. Don't say we losing our traditions. They say what deserves to evolve or be reimagined. We don't want to reimagine a goddamn thing. How about that? See, this is why they want black looking folks. They don't want Black American. They don't want Black people, because let's be clear. Let's be very clear, okay? Foundational Black Americans, Black people, we the only Black folks. And y'all ready? Right, Creeby. So our creativity can be recorded and synthesized by AI and then dispersed to the non-creatives, to the people with no flavor. We the only Black folks. Let's be very clear. Other people may be Black looking. We may be related, but we the only Black people on this globe. I'm going to switch numbers again. Put a 9 if you on the line. If you hear me, put a 9 if you're on the line. We are the only Black people on this globe. Huh? Love it or leave it. Because, see, don't act like we wasn't here when everybody was singing the song, me no Black, me insert nation of origin. I see the 9s, y'all with me. Me no Black, me Dominican. Me no Black, me Haitian. Me no Black, me Jamaican. Me no Black. Insert African country of your choice. So keep the same energy. We the only Black folks. And the bottom line is, the only reason everybody fighting tooth and nail, scratching and clawing and going on, hissing and pissing themselves to be Black is because Black has accomplished so much. Black has fought so well while everybody was turning their nose up in the air. Black has fought so well that everybody wants to come and benefit from the fight of Black. Shine bright, you better say it. They are now very happy to cosplay as us, right? And crying and moaning and wailing and gnashing of teeth online because the young people saying, hey, cut it. The price is way too high. You need to cut it. No, we ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. It's over. The fact that they can send something like this and these people agree to it, this lets you know they not like us. We fight. You couldn't have told no Black American people talking about, don't you mention nothing negative. Don't say that they erasing Black culture. Don't say that we losing our traditions. Also, don't say the truth, because God forbid that y'all get to fighting again. We know what happened when y'all get to fighting. See, there's a reason why you see them on there screaming, hollering, and cussing out our young people for not coming out there to be cannon fodder and human shields for them while they burn up stuff and throw rocks at the police. Because they know that our fight is unmatched. They just want to control us like we just foot soldiers, or we're their slaves or something, and we're supposed to just come out and fight for them like we're just foot soldiers. Your mammy is a lie. Not just you a lie, you and your mammy is a liar. See, y'all gonna catch one day what I keep telling y'all about them, them people. Shout out to our good sister Vicky Dillard, when she say them bones and biscuits, people like Roland and them, like Joy Reid and them. A lot of y'all was cutting for Joy Reid, and Joy Reid got her funny looking self on the internet talking about Mexicans built this country when it was Black bodies. Them same Black people that she cosplay as, constantly talking about Black people struggling in this country. What the hell was she know about it? You ain't from here, girl. One of your parents from the Congo and the other one from Guyana. What the hell you know about Black people struggling in America? You don't. You a grifter. You sitting up here profiting off of our pain, and you don't even love us. You got your funny looking self, your bald-headed, unattractive self on the internet talking about Mexicans built America when it was built on Black backs, the very same people that you cosplaying as. I keep telling y'all. And now the young people is waking up. These young folks is waking up, baby. They not having it. No. And they ain't going to the Essence Fest. And they say they ain't supporting none of the rest of that stuff. And the man might have bought Essence thinking he was going to pimp Black American culture to get people outside of the country rich while using our money to do it. Sir, you're going to have to do it out your own pocket, because the young people have spoken. And let me tell y'all something else. When the young people start speaking, listen, as elders, it's our responsibility to stand behind our young people. We know right from wrong, and we know these children are in the right. It is our responsibility to stand behind them. Those of y'all in my generation and older, y'all know our parents didn't feel comfortable standing behind us quite the way we were moving, because they grew up in a time of having to be fearful. They grew up in a time of having to fear what clear people and the clear establishment would do to us by us being so vocal, by us being activists, by us being on the street corners and passing out papers and, you know, trying to draw attention to things. They had grown up in a different time, so they didn't feel comfortable, you know, standing behind us. And they were actually afraid for us to be so vocal, because they had lived through a time when they saw the backlash for the ones who fought. But being that those people in my generation and older, baby, our fangs are sharp. Our talons are too. And if our children want to pick up where we left off, and our children are saying we tried Pan-Africanism, and these people have proven time and time and time and time without number ad nauseum that they don't love us. And these children say, you're not going to put this albatross or this millstone around our neck where we got to be loyal to people who hate us. We got every right to stand behind our children. And we would be wrong not to stand behind our youth. Our children are saying they are sick of it. They tired. And they said no. And as an elder, I'm going to stand beside them, because they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Not to mention the fact, if we do not delineate, we can never really, truly have a honest conversation about reparations. Because how we going to discuss paying the descendants of slaves if we going to let everybody put on our identity and our lineage like it's an outfit or a costume they bought at Party City? And the conversation needs to be had. They owe us money, and we watching them still go out and buy outfits and stuff like they don't owe us this money. You owe us this money, and we're going to need you to pay us this money. Okay? One way or the other. It's a reason why we have politicians who are black looking, but they're not advocating for us. It's because these people are not us. They're checking forms that say African American, but they're not us. Black/African American. Them people is not us. It's a reason why you can have a Kamala running for office, and then you say, what you gonna do for black people? And she say nothing, because she not us. You're not gonna tell me Stacey Abrams would have said that. You're not. You're not even gonna tell me Jasmine Crockett would have said that. But somebody who ain't us, they can say it without batting an eyelash, because they not us. Y'all better wake up. These young people said enough is enough. They saying no. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to stand behind them, because we not going to live forever. Just like my family had to sit up here. Let me pull this down, because I'm going to say what I need to say to y'all, and we're going to move on to Charlemagne, because I ain't going to stay on this all night. But I'm going to say this to y'all. We ain't going to be here forever. We don't know how much longer we got. I have buried so many of my friends. One of my classmates just about a month or so ago, we just watched Aunt May leave here. After 105 years, let me tell you something. We're not going to be here long. This is the world that they got to live in. This is the world that they got to inherit from us. Now, they are rightfully so inheriting the things that we created. They are inheriting the fruits of our fight, of our labor. They are inheriting our HBCUs and Black organizations that we created. And if we do not back them on delineation, the very things that we fought to create to leave to them will be taken by people who ain't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And that ain't right. We need to stand behind them. If they say no, then it's no, because the world that we leave behind is the one they got to live in. When we're gone, when Evie or anybody is sitting up here saying, hey, Nitra gone, Auntie Eva gone, Quiet Storm gone, Jastar gone. When they got to sit up in here and say we gone, they're going to be the ones left to try to pick up the pieces and scratch and claw and fight to take back what should have never been taken away. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all better back these young people. They said no, and the answer is no. What's theirs is theirs, and you're not going to pimp them. They said forget Pan-Africanism. We delineating, and I support the youth, and I advise y'all do the same thing. Jastar, hey girl. Say Dr. Claude Anderson has been trying to tell us about how much immigration has hurt FBAs for over 50 years. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Hey, Tiffany GT. You know I love you, girl. So, girl, listen, y'all. We got to get on to Charlemagne. Charlemagne actually making sense scared the hell out of me. Child, y'all know Charlemagne don't make a lot of sense. But he was sure making sense this time, talking about that mess with Puffy. Because y'all know I didn't really have a lot to say about Puffy because I have so many thoughts. And I never thought that Charlemagne, that Leonard, would be the one to sum up everything I'm thinking. Him, of all people, you know. Y'all know how I feel about Charlemagne. But this time, I believe he on to something. This time, I do. Only this time. Let's go on and get to it. I believe the Shade Room had the clip because I don't want to have to go looking for things. If they did Neighborhood Talk, did one of them got the clip. Because I really want y'all to hear this. Child Leonard scared me, y'all. Scared me. I ain't never knew him to make that much sense. And then, you know, next thing you know, he making sense. I'm not even sure how it happened. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I know one of these gossip blogs done grabbed it because they're good at grabbing clips, so I don't have to. Hold on. If I got to grab it, I will. But I could have swore one of them had it. Here it go. There you go. I knew I was going to find it. Let me share the screen. I don't know, y'all. Maybe Charlemagne growing up. Y'all think? It took him long enough. Turn sound up, y'all. Turn your sound up because you got to hear this for yourselves.
People, I fear people aren't going to learn a damn thing from this Diddy situation. Like all the conversations I'm having sound so ass backwards. Like you can blame the system. Right. We can say the feds overcharged him. We can say he was railroaded. We can say it was a shakedown. Crazy. That's what they're saying. I mean, this is the language that they're using. This is the language that they're using. They're saying railroaded. They're saying it was a shakedown. But at what point are we going to have conversations about how he gave this system something to shake? Where's the conversations about accountability? Where's the conversations about discipline? Diddy made all this money, gave all these opportunities to people, created all these jobs, and it all burned down because of poor habits and lack of discipline. Drug use, violence towards women, and sleeping with prostitutes. You can't move like that when you are a black man in the position of power that Diddy was in. And I hate when people say things like, well, white men get to do this all the time. Well, guess what? We not white. Okay, we are black, and we can't and shouldn't want to move like corrupt white men do, but nobody wants to have that conversation about accountability and discipline.
Let me tell you something. Now, let me tell y'all something. I like the truth when it's the truth. And we got to keep it real when it's time to keep it real. I may not like Charlemagne for nothing. I don't like Charlemagne walking or running, riding, scooting, crawling. I really don't. I wouldn't have Charlemagne as a dog catcher. But when the Negro telling the truth, y'all, he is telling the truth. The truth. All this stuff I'm seeing online, oh, they trying to take all the rich black men down. No, darling, these rich black men is trying to move like corrupt white ones. Now, let's talk about the truth and keep it funky. I don't give a darn what Weinstein did. Epstein, Rubenstein, all the Berenstain Bears, none of them. You know this is America. You know you black in America, number one. You can't do what they do. But he sure hit the nail on the head hard when he said you shouldn't even want to move like corrupt clear men. Let's not act like we not in the position we in because of corrupt clear men. Are we gonna really act like it wasn't corrupt clear men that went over there to talk to corrupt black men, corrupt African men to purchase Negroes in the first place? We gonna act like it wasn't corrupt clear men that kept us on our forebears on plantations, fed black infants to alligators as gator bait so they could fish for gators? Are we gonna act like it wasn't corrupt clear men that castrated black men, hung them upside down and castrated them? We not gonna act like it wasn't corrupt clear men that went and burnt down Black Wall Street, burnt up Rosewood and Ocoee, Florida? It wasn't corrupt white men that went and took Seneca Village up there in New York City? Shall I go on? Are we not going to have the conversation about why any of our men are dying to behave like the people who we've had to fight for the last 400 years? Like, can we be for real at some point? We are only such skilled fighters because we've been fighting for 400 against corrupt clear men, which is why it's so laughable that any immigrant group think they can come here and tussle with us. Baby, we got 400 years of practice. We come at the womb doing Krav Maga. We ready to rumble at the drop of a hat before the hat hit the floor. But we became such skilled fighters because of corrupt clear men. And we got black men that want to behave like them. And that's exactly what the hell Puffy was doing. Can I tell the truth or y'all want me to shut it down? If I can tell the truth, tell it in the chat. Because that's what Puffy was doing. He was trying to act like them corrupt clear men. See, the reason why we made it as far as we have is because we're fighters. But the reason why we having to keep fighting so much and the fight keep getting so tough is because the men that's supposed to be leading us instead of leading us and helping us to fight, they want to act like the people we fighting against. They want to subjugate our women. They want to hypersexualize our children. They want to engage in all manner of bullcrap and effery. Puffy was up there trying to act like them corrupt clear men that he worked for is what the hell he was doing. You tell me why he couldn't watch the cornucopia movies on his telephone on the computer. No, he want to make live sex shows. Show creepy tail. What the hell you need to do all that for? What you need to do all that for? Okay, just I say I love that about Seanitra too. She multifaceted. Sis was gossiping in the next breath, giving information on the stock to invest in and learning Chinese. Yes, all that. I be doing it all. And y'all know y'all multifaceted too. That's why we can feel each other. Sharon say trying to be like Clive. Right. Doing all that old weird messed up stuff. The blackest thing he did was beating up that girl at that hotel because we know Negroes do stuff like that. Y'all seen what happened with Ike and Tina. Don't get mad at me. It's the truth. And some of us live down the street, cross town, and something else from some other people we know getting whooped on. That was the blackest thing he did. But he was trying to act like them people. You want to do live sex shows. You up here got these women hunching male prostitutes, got people peeing in their mouth. That ain't got nothing to do with black folks. Since when Negroes want people playing and pissing stuff? Y'all know good and well that ain't no black stuff. See, stuff like this happen because you're getting beside yourself. He's so busy trying to do what he's seen them men doing. That's how you got in trouble. And yeah, you paid him some money, but the girl spent the block with some more money because she done find out that the black girl you going with, she ain't finna let nobody piss in her mouth. And she said, oh, hell no. Let me get some more bread. And I ain't mad. I hope she hits you for another 5 or 10 million so somebody can sue her too. Because I heard she getting sued. Because the man say she done give him some STDs and stuff and whatnot. I don't know if she did or didn't, but what's good for the goose is good for the goddamn gander. Now, one thing about it and two things for sure. That's what he was doing. Got them women up there, random male prostitute pissing in their mouth, and then they up there doing all kind of nasty stuff, and then he up there playing in the men's fluids on the women's bodies and stuff. Just nasty. You know that ain't nothing black folk do. It ain't. He was up here trying to act like them folks, and then them same folks that you work for, that you was trying to act like, And I'm telling you, he probably only did it because one of them was bragging about they was doing it. Because you know, some of our men are just that degenerate and thirsty and pathetic. Whatever them people do, that's what they want to do, because they consider that being, you know, I'm balling, I made it, I'm accomplished, you know, I'm successful. I don't do what y'all do, I do what they do. Well, now look what it got you. A federal trial where they ain't even hardly had no proof. You better be glad they ain't give you behind 2 and 3 and 4 life sentences for that stupidity. Did they make their case? Do I think so? No. But am I happy that they went ahead and gave you behind some time, or at least put you through the ringer? Yes, I am. Because Puffy been asking for it for a long time, and I don't care what nobody think. Say when the crying game meet the pissing game. That's right. And I ain't forgot what you did to Wendy Williams. I ain't forgot. No. And I ain't gonna pretend like I did either. You jumped on that, sister, because oh, Christy, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. Let me send you a heart back. But yeah, you had them people jump on Wendy because she was telling your business about you going with men and stuff undercover and whatnot. What you jumping on her for? Who told you to be going with men? Who told you? Oh man, Bianca, thank you for the Cash App. My sis sent me a Cash App too. Thank you, boo. But it's just the whole point of the matter, man. Like it's the level of disgustingness for me. And the fact that we got black folks online talking about, oh, they going after all the rich people. Now, another person that came out on Tyler Perry saying that he told him somebody tried to do something to him and Tyler didn't do nothing or whatever, you know, covered it up or whatnot. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he didn't. I'm going to tell you this. If he did it, then they need to go and get you too. They going to stop sitting up here thinking that degeneracy and supporting corruption means that they have made it. You have not made anything. You ain't made nothing but a fool out of yourself. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself too. You ought to be ashamed of yourself too. Because this is not who we are. This has never been who we were. This is not who our mothers and our grandmothers and our aunties, our fathers and pawpaws, this is not who they taught us to be. It ain't. Now, it's cool to live in peace with everybody. It's cool to get along with people. Hey, it's even cool to, if you see that somebody's doing something that's more effective than the way you doing it, if you want to pick that up, that's fine. But you ain't got to pick up corruption. You ain't got to pick up all of this, perversion. Who told y'all to pick that up? It's a lot of mess going on. Puffy's not the only one, but I don't want to talk about everybody because y'all will get mad at me. The fact that we got black women out here talking about they gonna eat a man booty. I love Suki Hunter, but the fact that y'all out here saying stuff like that and it's funny, baby. Listen, y'all losing recipes. There has always been certain things that we could comfortably say black folks don't do, but somewhere along the line we losing recipes. We got people out here talking foolishness in the name of progress. You got women getting on their knees proposing to men. Who the hell told y'all to do that? That's why you got Angela out here thinking it's okay to chase a man. Got this Negro rejecting her and embarrassing her in public. And all us got to be embarrassed right along with her. Down to the June bug. When we started that? Last I checked, everybody big mama I know used to tell us y'all gonna learn to like who like you. But we losing recipes somewhere along the line. We done already got tangled up in all this feminism bull crap when that was them clear women's fight. That ain't had nothing to do with us. Nothing. Y'all listen, we got to go ahead and get back to who we were. Because listen, when it ain't broke, don't fix it. When it ain't broke, don't fix it. Picking up perversion, corruption, all this old sick mess. Every time we create something, let somebody come along with some money and you willing to hand it over to them. Now we got Essence Fest that turned to the Tether Fest. And now ain't nobody going. Now ain't nobody going. Look what's going on in rap music right now. That's something that was left to our children. And now our children got to fight with a weird dude from Canada that look like he don't bathe and wear cornrow wigs. Sitting up calling them slaves and stuff. If y'all don't get y'all act together, I know something. This is ridiculous. And you know what? We in trouble sure enough when Charlemagne is the voice of reason. When Charlemagne is the voice of reason, black folks, we in trouble. He right too. He right too. But let's all sit down and ask ourselves, how far have we fallen when Leonard is the voice of reason? We done acted so stupid that we done knocked Charlemagne with we done turned his brain on. How that happen? That's all I'm saying. That's all I got for it. Like I told y'all, I was glad to come in here with you. I'm pleased to be in here with you. I love you guys. I took a few days off because Aunt May is gone and I needed a minute to collect myself. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to talk with y'all, and we're going to be back again as the gossip permits. Hopefully it don't permit tonight. Hopefully we can hold on to tomorrow. But we don't know what's going to happen because the Clips say they finna release their album tomorrow. It was supposed to be released Friday. They done moved up the date. Child, I don't know what's going on. Everybody done went crazy. So hopefully we can wait till tomorrow to come back. But y'all know me. If the gossip get to jumping tonight, I might be back tonight. But hopefully I won't. Okay? And hopefully Charles sit down somewhere because I need him to stop talking expeditiously. I need Charles to stop talking expeditiously. Okay? So let me say this. Y'all know what time it is. All right? I want to say thank you first to everybody who supported the stream. Bianca and hold on. I want to thank everybody individually who supported the stream. That was Bianca. That was Love My Dogs Too. That was Christy. That was Quiet Storm 87. And also Candy Butler. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to our moderators. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. Thank y'all for hitting the engagement button and sending up my bubbles. Thank you everyone who sent condolence messages or prayers or love for my family. Because we didn't lose May. May left and went on to glory. But thank y'all for all the love, all the support, and all of the encouraging words. One of y'all put the Discord link in the chat. If y'all are in Discord, you will know every single time I go live, as long as you got your notifications on, because I will let you know. But make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live on this good channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you know we are happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership, make sure you hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Put your crown by your name. Now, also in the description box, we got the link for our merchandise store. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so we can all shop together for our own individual homes. There's a link for my Amazon wish list in case you want to send throat remedies, because I'm always having sore throats off and on now. I don't know why. Or pens or pads or anything, because y'all know I have to take notes. Thank you for any and all support. We have the link as well for my book, Little Girl, Big World, which is a survival guide for our girls who are leaving home for the first time. Let's make sure every little girl we know has a copy. We need our daughters safe. Or if you go to Amazon.com and type in Seanitra, it will pop right up. And I want you to have it. If you want a copy and you don't have the money to get it, reach out to me. My information is scrolling. I'll make sure you get one. But it's that important, and we want to keep our daughters safe. All right? So listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Be positive, be productive. Make sure you encourage others, and make sure you encourage yourself. And remember, in case nobody else says it to you, remember I said it, all right? God loves you, I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later, okay?